When a woman say, oh, and when the man is like, yeah, I want to keep this, I want to raise him, blah, 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 and the woman's like, no, I don't want to do that. What is she?
Probably, I don't know.
That's the point, right? But when a man says, nah, I don't want to do this, I'm not ready for a child, he a deadbeat, right?
Because it's the woman's body.
Exactly.
It's her
so
body.
if it's her body, it should be his. It should be his choice whether he wants to support.
You can't twist and turn
to
that
have
one.
sex. Yes, but if again, you're emphasizing it takes two, but only one person can decide, can make that decision for the both of us.
So as you can see, women and men are operating in two different realities. It's like they are in two different universes, or like men are from Mars and women are from Venus. I mean, the simple fact that they were talking about the consent to having a baby, and the women, instead of them saying that, you know, this should be a decision on both partners' part, they should be able to come together and decide when they want to plan for a child, because you should do family planning prior to having a child. Then it goes into women, and it's the fact that it's their body, it's their choice, it's all them. And this is a sticky situation because men are financially held responsible for the child unless the woman decides that she wants to raise that child on their own and basically absolve the father of all rights. When does that ever happen? It's very rare. So basically, there's a system set up for women to basically con men out of children and then stick them with the responsibility of raising a kid that they did not consent to for 18 years. And it's funny because if you do some research and pay attention to the pension fund of any child support judge, once those judges make a ruling for child support and against the father, the funds that come from the federal government from the federal government to the state, part of that fund goes into the retirement fund of the judge. Now, most people would think that that's a conflict of interest. I mean, they're literally making rulings to fund their retirement, but it's a system. It's set up to make money. And women don't realize that they're basically screwing themselves in the long run. They're screwing society in the long run because men are leaving. They're not dealing with this anymore. If you pay attention to the Passport Bros, I don't have any objections because if I were a man, I would probably leave too. I would leave. There is no way that you would catch me staying here. So I think people need to take a step back and pay attention to what's really happening, and then also pay attention to the children that you're bringing into this world, because they need a father. The statistics show, and I've talked about this since till I'm blue in the face, statistics show that having a two-parent household, or even just the father raising the child over the mother, the results are better. So who are you really doing this for? If you are trying to trap a man with a child, who are you doing this for? Is it just you? Is it because you want a child? Do you even care about the results of that child and what they're going to have to go through later on in life? I guarantee you, later on it's going to pay you back. You're going to you will reap what you sow.